What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up with it? What's up with it? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. What's going on, everybody? Friday night football tonight. We're going to have a great live stream, and then we are going to watch a luxurious matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles in Brazil. What's up? What's up, Tyron? How we doing? What's up, Dav God? What's up? What's up with it? What's up with it? What's up, Roll? What's up, Juan? What's up, Malik? What's up, Brian? How we doing? Najee, Mixon, or Diggs? Full PPR. So Dak or Caleb? Caleb. And I would go Mixon. What's up, everyone? Hope you guys are all doing well. What's up, James King? How we doing, man? Who do I got winning tonight? We all know I'm a Packers guy. I mean, I'm a Dolphins fan, obviously, as you guys know, but I am a bit of a Packers stan as well. I love Jordan Love, but I'm definitely thinking the Eagles are going to end up winning. But I think this is going to be a low scoring game. I think this is going to be not the most fun game, if I'm being frankly honest with you, because it is in Brazil. Now, obviously, maybe this is just bias of, hey, the game's not in the United States. Typically, the games get a little bit wonky when they're not played in the US, like when it's across the pond in England or whatever, or in Germany. But that's just my opinion on it. I do like the Eagles, though. I would go with the Eagles if I had to bet, but I probably wouldn't even bet on this game. I bet on my favorite pick for tonight is Josh Jacobs over 2.5 receptions. Drop Mark Andrews. No, do not panic about Mark Andrews. One down game doesn't mean you drop a player. Now, what I will tell you is, am I happy with what I saw? No, right? But the same thing was with Kelsey. I was not happy with what I saw out of Kelsey, but I'm not going to panic. It was game one. Nothing too crazy yet. Now, obviously, as the season goes on, right? If we say Andrews kind of shit the bed again, yeah, it's going to be a little bit worrisome. But he did just get into a car accident a couple of weeks ago, and I mean, he played, he was blocking, he was out there. They were bracketing him. I watched Andy Holloway from the Fantasy Footballers posted a video of the game, like just the all 22. And you can very clearly see that the game plan for the Chiefs was to bracket Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews had a bunch of dudes on him on that last play where they threw the ball to Likely. There was like 4 different guys on Mark Andrews. So I wouldn't really worry too much about that if I'm being honest with you guys. Now, obviously, does it suck? Yeah, but I'm not too panicky. What's good, Grippy? What's up, Caitlin? How we doing? How we darn? Bengals or Miami defense? I go with the Bengals. Nice hat. Thank you. Don't worry about Andrews, man. What's up, man? First time in the live stream, but wondering who to start, Devontae Smith or Waddle. I'd go with Waddle, Emmanuel. Thank you for watching. Tough game. I agree. It is a tough game. It's a toss-up. I wouldn't go ahead and say that it's like a guarantee that either team was going to win. We love A.J. Brown tonight. I hope so. With Higgins out, Christian Watson or Mostert. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I thought Higgins was going to play. Everything that I read about T. Higgins told me that it seemed like he was going to play. And then obviously that was wrong. So Jamar Chase, on the other hand, should be good to go. If anyone's worried about that, I think Jamar Chase will suit up to play. But no T. Higgins obviously sucks for us T. Higgins truthers out there. Yeah, big Hurts and Smith game. Entirely possible, Mr. Mack. Both teams lose. I guess that is technically possible. Thank you for the super chat, TJ Gaming. I greatly appreciate you. Again, how these streams work. If you guys have never been on a live stream before, how it works. What's going to happen is I'm going to try to answer as many questions as possible. If you super chat, I answer your question guaranteed. If you don't super chat, I try to get to everyone's questions. There's typically around 100 plus people in here, so it does get difficult. But again, I do appreciate every single person who watches these streams. It means the world to me that people even give half of a shit what I have to say. So I really do love you guys. So thank you guys for watching. So you're super funny. Thank you, TJ Game. You didn't even have a question. I really appreciate that. I try my best to make the videos be as funny as possible. And just have a fun time. Basically every single thing that I say in my videos is just off of the top of my head. There's really nothing written down. If I read off any numbers, that is what is on my screen, but there's really nothing else that's there. I just kind of say whatever I think comes to my head. That's why there's the repeated jokes of the Gawk Gawk 9000, all those kind of things, the repeated bits. So I wouldn't worry. So that's just kind of how it goes. So I do appreciate you, TJ Gaming. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate you. Thanks for the Andrews advice. Also, I hope tonight is a love hurt shootout. I think it should be. Thank you for the super chat. Dab God, I appreciate you. think this should be a high scoring game. Why the fuck is someone's name Chris Tyson? The fuck is wrong with you? Making your name Chris Tyson. You sick bastard. You sick fuck. It's Jake Ferguson. You sick bastard. Dab God, thank you so much for the super chat again. I appreciate you. I hope tonight's game's high scoring. The only thing that really worries me is that it's not in the United States. Oh man. Oh man. Not again. I know it's week one. Worthy performance. Would you keep or trade him? Let me be honest. If someone's willing to buy Xavier Worthy off of the high that we saw last night, I would be willing to trade him, but you need the correct trade partner. What Xavier Worthy did last night was very impressive, but I need to be honest with you guys. The guy got 3 touches, and people are up my ass. Oh, Nick, you told us not to start him. Did you see how he did? He had 3 touches and scored 2 touchdowns. What are the odds that happens again? Try and think about that. What are the odds that he gets 3 touches and scores again? That many points. Now, he's going to get more touches, 100%. But that game, again, I was wrong, right? But I think that was a little fugazi. Dak or Trevor, I would go with Trevor. Um, Andre Yoivasa or Lad McConkey or Zamir White definitely goes Zamir. Is it okay to start Jaden Reed over Drake London? No. No, you're really getting risky there. Tampa Bay or Cincy D. Cincy. Been watching this guy since I started playing fantasy in 2020. Nothing but the best advice. I appreciate that, Joel. Thank you very much. I'm glad that I was able to help you. Happy to help as always, guys. I'm just answering some questions on Patreon too. If you guys are Patreon members, you can always DM me on there and I always answer. That's why if you pay the money, you get the answer. And I try to answer everyone's questions too again. So love helping you guys. Tony Pollard or Zach Moss? I'd go Zach Moss. How do we feel about Amari Cooper against Dallas? Should be around a top 28 receiver. I'm not feeling super special about him though this week. Hey, Nick, Baker, Tua 100%. Which Packers receivers should I prioritize tonight? In order of priority, it would be Jaden Reed, then Christian Watson, then Romeo Dobbs, then Dontavian Wicks. If I had to start one, it would definitely be Jaden Reed. I think you're going to see a lot of receivers run out there, but I think you're going to be good. I think you're good. If you have Reed, you should be fine. But again, my thoughts on Jaden Reed is kind of like, hey, I'd rather just see it before I, go out there and super confidently say, oh, he's a guaranteed top 24 receiver. He's this, he's that. I want to see it before I say very confidently he is that, but I do think he is that. So that's kind of my opinion on things. I like Jaden Reed tonight. BA or David Montgomery is the flex. Montgomery. Tonight, our trade Zamir White for DJ Moore. I'm definitely making that trade and getting DJ Moore. 2 over Baker for sure. I agree. 2 over Baker. Yeah, I mean, Xavier scored 2 touchdowns. What are the odds like that's going to happen off 3 touches? I think they are going to be headaches this week specifically, but I think the more and more we learn about the offense, the easier it's going to be to figure them out. And if someone was to get hurt, it would make it a lot easier, even though we don't root for injuries. I'm just being honest. What's up? Who would you start full PPR between Devontae Smith versus the Packers or Waddle versus the Jags? Definitely Waddle. He ain't the best, but he's throwing to the 2 best wide receivers in the game. I agree. Tua should have a big game. Any DFS videos coming up? I don't make DFS videos anymore. If you have any DFS questions, you can go ahead and ask them in chat. I'll definitely help you out. But ever since I stopped working at Stochastic, I don't really make DFS content anymore. I do play DFS. I'm in the process of putting in my lineups as I'm talking to you guys. So I do still play DFS. I play a lot of DFS. But no more content on that. It's just hard. I mean, I work a real job. I do this as well. Very difficult. Is Worthy the new Hill because of his speed? I mean, technically, but is he going to get fucking 8, 9 targets a game? Probably not, right? Like Tyreek will. Addison or Zamir White in the flex? Definitely Zamir. Definitely Zamir. Double flex. Rice is 1, so that's good. You're stuck between Reed, Palmer, and BTJ. Definitely go Reed. That defensive back messed up on that Worthy touchdown. Yeah, I mean, Worthy was wide open. He thought he had a safety over the top, and there was no safety there. And then he walked directly into the end zone. So I don't really see, after that game, I don't really see that stupid decisions being made. And I think that they will try to involve Xavier Worthy more. But, I didn't really expect that big of a showing in game number 1. So I was wrong. But he didn't even have a lot of targets. It was pretty weird. I have Waddle, Devonta, Jamar, MHJ, and don't know who to play. You need 3. I would play Waddle, Jamar, and Marvin Harrison Jr. Goddard or Bowers. Bowers. BTJ, Shakir, or Hubbard instead of Higgins. I would play Hubbard. Achan or Kyron. Kyron. But it's basically a coin flip. Appreciate Nick. Love your breakdown. Thank you very much, Yusuf. I appreciate you. Hey, man, what's up? For Flex, should I start Scary Terry or Godwin? I would play. That's one of those toss-up questions. My rankings. I'm going to go to the rankings real quick. The rankings will tell you. The rankings will tell you Terry, but it's basically a toss-up. Neighbor, Monty, or Pittman. I'm worried about Pittman getting locked up. Pittman's not getting locked up in this game. I'm going Pittman. Underdog, Jaden Reed over 5.5 first quarter yards is a lock. Love that. What's good, DC? How we doing, my man? Like +2 on the Packers tonight. I love your Devils picture. I'm a Devils fan as well. I'm not wearing anything Devils related. I got my hat over there. I wear the shirts in every couple of videos. I don't have any Devils like other memorabilia though. Everything above me is all Dolphin stuff. I'm gonna be honest. I if I was to bet on the game, I'd bet the Eagles. But you can go ahead and bet the Packers. I don't think it's like a toss up to me. 18 full PPR. DK versus Denver. Kamara versus the Panthers. I would go Kamara personally. Where's Spock? I don't know. I didn't tell him I was going live tonight, so maybe he just didn't know. George Pickens or he has a life because Spock I don't pay Spock, so he's just here if he wants to be. I mean, Spock's a very nice guy. I really appreciate Spock. I got to send him some stuff. He's a really nice guy. George Pickens or Christian Watson. George Pickens. Barkley and Love tonight. Good luck, Jay Slayer. Good luck, man. I'm rolling Neighbors. You like Neighbors? I like Neighbors tonight too. Good luck, or not tonight, but on Sunday. Good evening, gents. Good evening, DC. Pickens, probably. I like Pickens a decent amount. I mean, I just don't want to play Christian Watson, if I'm being honest with you. Like in game 1, I think Christian Watson could end up being the number 1 receiver. I'm going to fix my camera in a second. I know we've gone dark, but I think that playing Pickens the first game, like it might be Justin Fields. Like let's think about this logistically. It could be Justin Fields in game number 1, which doesn't feel the best. Now, obviously, Russell Wilson doesn't feel the best either, but it's going to be weird. Pollard or Eckler? Eckler. I lied, Dab. God, it's Pollard. Would you trade Devontae Adams for ETN? I have Garrett Wilson, Olave, and Rashi Rice as my other wide receivers. My running backs are Gibbs, Mostert, Corum, and Robinson. Would you trade Adams for ETN? Yeah, I probably would. But yeah, I agree. I agree with that statement, Silver. I mean, Tyreek is a one and a generation player. Once in a generation player. Once in a generation. We've seen a lot of fast guys come into the NFL. We've never seen a fast guy put up this many numbers repeatedly. It's genuinely insane. Higgins is oot. Kirk, Ford, or B-Rob. I would play. If you want to be risky, play Kirk. If you want to be safe, play Ford. Would you start Stevenson or Javonte? I'd play Stevenson. Worthy is going to be very inconsistent. I agree. But if they do target him correctly, he could end up being good enough for fantasy due to the amount of upside that he has. It's just like maybe Spock disagrees with what I'm about to say, but I think when you get three total touches and you score 2 touchdowns, I don't think that's very likely to repeat. Right now, I think he should be getting more touches, but it was kind of not gimmicky, but it was kind of like Fugazi. Like that run that he had at the beginning of the game, that was real. That was like, holy shit, look at the speed, look at the cuts. That other touchdown was pretty Fugazi. Texans or Vikings defense, I would go with the Vikings. Goff, Caleb, Jaden Daniels through the season. I would rather have in this order Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams, Goff. Zach Moss or Ridley, Singletary, Javonte Williams, or Brian Robinson. I would play Javonte. Do I play Reed tonight over Higgins? If I wait and Higgins doesn't play, yeah, just play Reed. I don't think Higgins is going to play. I think it's basically like a 5% chance that he plays. And I would have told you yesterday it was like a 75% chance that he plays. But that's just how the NFL goes. The reporting kind of sucks in the NFL. It sucks in every sport. You kind of never know what to trust. I guess I should have read into it a little bit more clearly because Higgins being out does suck. I like Zach Moss a lot. How much higher do you rank Jonathan Taylor over Kyron Williams by like 2 or 3 spots? Ridley, just in case Brown gets a ton of work. Purdy or Gino? I would go with Purdy. What's going to be the fantasy impact of Hollywood Brown with Rice and Worthy? I was basically off of Hollywood Brown once he got hurt. I think the fact that if he develops a connection with Worthy, he's already force feeding Rice. That is going to severely hurt the value of Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Brown's one of those guys that you can play in any given game knowing what he can do. Because if he has that big game, he's scoring 20 plus points. He's scoring a big game. But more of the times, he's going to end up with 5 points, 6 points. So he's kind of boomer bust type of player, but you need those on your fantasy team, right? You need one of those guys, the break the glass in case of emergency type of player, kind of like Taysom Hill, where hey, Taysom Hill might score 4 points, but he might go off, score 20 points to be the reason why I win. That's the kind of guy that Hollywood Brown is going to be. Should I take a chance on A Chain or Mostert on DraftKings if I pick one? On DraftKings, if you're talking about DFS, I would rather play Mostert at the cheaper price. But if you're just talking about betting, I think I would be fine betting on both of their over yards personally. Personally. What trade is better, Waddle for Rice or Waddle, Kincaid, and Charbonnet for Kelsey and Debo? Waddle for Rice would be better. Who for the running back one in the flex? Kyron Williams, Josh Jacobs, Breece Hall, Kenneth Walker, Jerome Ford. I would play Kyron Williams, Josh Jacobs, and Breece Hall. Purdy or Baker? Purdy. What's up, Spock? What's up with it? Which Bengals player should I take? His name is Andre Isoviasi. I don't know how to spell his name, but it's Andrei is his first name. And I just learned how to say it the other night. It was like Josivasa or Ausivasa or something. And I got to read it again because I didn't know how to play it. And every single time I start the stream, I forget how to say guys' names. Happens all the time. Should I start Christian Watson over Michael Pittman or Neighbors or neither? Yeah. Keep the guys in you got. Don't play Watson. What has that A chain type of unrepeatable efficiency going? They're both too quick. Yeah, they are both quick. I think it's a little bit more possible for a guy like Achan to keep it up compared to a guy like Xavier Worthy. I'm not going to start Dobbs tonight. Want to see what he does. I agree with that. I bet him to score the first touchdown. It was plus 1,500. I'm not going to tell you that's a guarantee to hit, but if the Packers score first, I think there's a good chance it could be him. So that was worth it. Again, that's kind of just like a sprinkle bet, though. That's not something where you'd bet your life savings on, right? I bet a decent amount of money on games, but that's like a $5 bet for me. Normally, on Dolphins games, it's normally $50 to $100, and then the other bets are normally around $50 as well. I got $30 tonight on Josh Jacobs over 2.5 receptions. If you guys want to tell me, you don't have to though. Again, and this is not this is gambling advice, but I guess this is not like proper money allocation advice, right? In reality, if you're trying to be as safe as possible, you shouldn't be fucking betting random props on Friday just for fun, right? Because that's basically what I do, just for funsies. Makes the game a little bit more fun. All right. Next question here. Ridley, Keon, or Mitchell? I would play Ridley 100%. My opponent has Lamar and I'm sick. Sorry about that. Pittman and Neighbors over Christian Watson 100%. Big Cock, Brock, or Baker? Brock. Ford or Zamir White? I would go. Oh, fuck. I didn't mean to moan into the mic like a sicko like that. That's tough. I got Zamir running back 23, Jerome running back 24. So Zamir. Atlanta Vikings or Raiders defense? I would go with the Atlanta Falcons. Start Smith and Chase, sit Pittman. Oh, I'm playing Pittman and Chase personally. What do you guys think of my team? They don't know much about fantasy. Burrow, Chase, Jefferson, Kyron, Walker, Pitts, Neighbors, Higgins, Monty, Tua, Javante. I mean, you're just absolutely devouring those people. And by those people, I mean your family. I mean, that's just crazy. That's a really good team. Nice hat, brother. Fins up. Thank you. Fins up, baby. Will people accept Baker Mayfield stinks? I'm going to be honest. I don't think Baker Mayfield stinks. I really don't. I think Baker Mayfield is one of the most streaky quarterbacks in the NFL. The way I think about Baker is the way I think about Ryan Fitzpatrick, except for Baker's like the souped up Ryan Fitzpatrick, whereas Ryan Fitzpatrick was either really, really good or really, really shit, whereas Baker could have the really mid games too. But I think he's better than people give him credit for, but he's not as good as his draft selection would tell you. That's my opinion on it. Do you guys think it's worth a pickup for Andrews managers? Do I think Likely is worthy of a pickup? If you have Andrews, probably not. Like, the reason why you would pick up Likely is if you didn't have Andrews. I guess if you want to be as safe as possible, sure. I think Likely is a fine ad, but let's be honest. Like, do we think every single game the defense's game plan is going to be, hey, let's bracket Mark Andrews? Because that was the game plan of the Chiefs. The Chiefs said, hey, let anyone else beat us besides Andrews. And that's what they did. And they almost lost because of it. The Chiefs almost lost that game. So I definitely think Likely is worthy of a pickup, but I'm not handcuffing my tight end personally. What's up, Joseph? How we doing? How we doing? Start Watson or Kirk? I would play Kirk. Terry or Sutton? I'd play Terry. Big Dick Nick. Didn't we go to high school together? What high school did you go to? You actually went to high school with me? That's hilarious. I'm so bad with people's names too, so it is technically possible that we went to high school together. I'm not gonna say something, but you probably never mind. I'm not gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it. Full PPR league starting Justin Herbert or Baker. I play Baker. I have him as a backup for Andrews on one team just in case of injury. Now, yeah, see, that's gonna be the problem. It's gonna be very, very tough to figure out when you actually want to play the guy over Andrews, and you're probably gonna end up just flip flopping a bunch of times. That's kind of why my philosophy in fantasy is just drafting one quarterback, just drafting one tight end, because then you're not stuck there just sitting there like wanting to blow your brains out every week because that does happen. Like, oh my god, I started the wrong guy. Oh, I flipped and I'm starting the wrong guy again, and that used to happen to me all the time. So I should kind of try to juke out that. Eddie, standard league. I got Kelsey and Likely. Should I look to trade one of my receivers? Waddle, Pittman, Ridley, Keon, Adonai Mitchell, and Polk running backs are JT, Connor Ford, and Ray Davis. That's tough. Let's see. Should I look to trade one of my wide receivers? I mean, I wouldn't tell you that your wide receiver core is so deep to where I would want to trade one of them. So probably not. Like, what are you looking to upgrade? Are you looking to get another running back? Because your running back core is kind of soft, but you should be good for the first half of the season because you got JT, Connor, and Ford. Oh, one of my tight ends. Okay, okay. Yeah, if you can sell Likely high, I would trade Likely off the team right now. I would trade him off the team this second. Like, as we speak, he would go off my team this second. No one's gonna want Kelsey because people are stupid. Because people will overreact to one game. I've been playing fantasy for a long time. I've been making videos for a long time. I know how people act. I know how the comment section acts. And you guys are smart. And even you guys sometimes get a little bit unruly, get a little bit crazy. So I know how fantasy football players think. They think, oh, Kelsey had one bad game. He sucks. They also think Isaiah Likely had a great game. This is the second coming of Rob Gronkowski. This is this. This is that. Now, could Likely outscore Kelsey? 100%. But if you can sell Likely at the maximum value he will ever have, he is never going to score more points than that. I'm going to tell you that right now. And that's not even a bad thing because he scored so many points. It's very unlikely that he scores that many points again. I'm just being honest. I would trade Likely right now, assuming you get the appropriate value. Don't look to just trade someone because, oh, he had that hot game and I'm getting some garbage in return. You want to ship him off and get something good in return. But I do think if I was to trade one of them, it would be Likely because, again, Kelsey has, oh, he scored 3 points, right? And then people start to panic. They're like, oh, Kelsey is now worth this when Kelsey's worth much more. Who should I start for my running back to? Oh, it's Achan, clearly. I wish I could have gone to high school with a 9 inches soft Nicky. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's a crazy way of saying things. Chase Brown and Tony Pollard. I would play Pollard. Jerome Ford or Curtis Samuel. Jerome Ford. Captain Spock. Should I keep Christian McCaffrey or start Josh Jacobs? Oh, dude, what the fuck? You can't start McCaffrey and Jacobs? I would start McCaffrey over Jacobs, but I'd hope you'd be able to start both. You definitely want both of them in your lineup. Definitely want both of them in the lineup. Brian Robinson or Javante? Javante. JSN, Javante, or Addison. I would personally play. That's a tough one. I would play Javante. Jacobs or Kyron. Kyron. Again, you want both of those guys in though. I'd put Ford in the flex. Yeah, I definitely like Ford a lot more than Curtis Samuel. Who should I start? Oh, you need two. Okay, Achane and Zamir White for show. For sure. 8-team full PPR. DK versus Denver. Kamara versus the Panthers. What's up, Jew Williams? How you doing? And Devontae Smith. I would go with Kamara personally. I'm trading Likely high if he always has 2 or 3 good games in the year. I mean, look, what I saw last night tells me that Likely is going to be more used than he has been in the past. What that tells me is Andrews is still the number 2 target, and Zay Flowers is clearly number 1, and I think Likely's number 3. They're a very run-heavy offense. He is going to be hot and cold. I really still think Andrews is the clear number 2. People are going to say, Nick, you're stupid for thinking that. I don't think I'm stupid. I really think that the way the game plan worked out like this was because of how much coverage was being dictated towards Mark Andrews. Dumpster dove at tight end and drafted Hill, Likely, Musgrave. Definitely had Likely on the bench. So Taysom or Musgrave, I'd play Taysom. I would have definitely played. I would definitely have played Hill anyway. So I don't think you're even that thought process was wrong. Now, obviously, looking back, it's like, oh, I'm such an idiot. I sat Likely, but you shouldn't feel too bad about that. I wouldn't feel bad about that personally. I wouldn't let that bother me. Kelsey was cursed by Taylor Lucifer Swift. I think Taylor Swift has helped them win. They seem to be a wagon because of her. Her black magic. She's like Alex Pereira in the UFC with his black magic allegedly. JSN, Javante or Addison, Javante. Fins up. Watson or Johnson, Johnson in half PPR. Samuel beats my guy Piazza. Need one for the flex. I already answered that one. I have Ahmad Ra, Marvin, and DJ Moore. Who should I trade? Don't trade Rice. Do not trade Rice. This is just the beginning for Rashee Rice. This is just the beginning. We saw how many easy routes he was getting. He was basically like Michael Thomas out there, slant man. All these easy routes, all these easy targets. He's going to continue to eat. And one of those plays should have been a touchdown. I don't know. I don't remember the exact play, but if he had a little bit more gas, if it was a little bit earlier on in the game, I think he would have busted that one off for a touchdown. So I am definitely looking to keep Rice. Warren or Chase Brown. Chase Brown and Deontay Johnson over Watson. I would start Javante. Is Iovasia worth the pickup? And if so, I would drop Brandon Cooks for him. Got Andrew. Should I pick up Likely if you want? If you want. Again, I think picking up Likely, all that's going to do is make you very confused every week on who to start, and you're probably going to start the wrong guy multiple times. Because if I drafted Mark Andrews in the 4th round, in what world am I starting Likely over him unless Likely's hurt? What you're going to do next week is think, oh, Likely outscored Andrews. Let me play Likely. And then the opposite's going to happen. Should I trade Devontae, my wide receiver 1, and wide receiver 2 would be Drake and Terry. My running backs are Bijan Etienne. I would keep Devontae personally. What up, Nick? What up, King? How we doing, man? King Michael Jacko. This is the real time, Jacko. No dress rehearsal. Seeing your tweet about the thread in your comment section the other day was so funny. Yeah, I know that was funny time. Does that give him? I think Musgrave is technically safer than Taysom Hill. Yeah, I would agree with that. AJ Brown hood game today. He's wearing a hood today. He's wearing the hoodie. Hoodie AJ Brown. Eric, thank you for the super chat, man. Need you drink some water. I was out to dinner with my fiance. Had some Italian food. I had a couple of drinks, and let me tell you, drinking alcohol and then not having water is such a stupid idea because I have to stream. I'm not like fucking inebriated here talking to you guys, but the fact that I drank like a Tito's and vodka, Tito's and vodka is the same thing. Tito's and lemonade, just no bueno for my throat. Pause. You guys get what I mean, though. Anyone that drinks here, you don't have to drink. Obviously, drink is bad for you, but yeah, that shit fucks with my throat. Pause again. Next question here, Eric. Thank you again. Start Smith or Watson? Smith, 100%. I knew you were trolling, Joseph, just so you know. Just so you know, I knew you were trolling, but, your last name, I know someone with that last name, so I thought maybe there was a chance that you were, like, a freshman when I was a senior and you were that person's brother. That's why I said it. But, Devontae Smith, 100%. 100% Devontae Smith, so much safer, so much safer. Just so much safer than Watson. Now Watson could easily outscore him, but it's just Devontae Smith is way safer. And if they end up trying to bracket AJ Brown, I think that could be huge for a big game out of the Slim Reaper, Devontae Smith. So definitely Devontae Smith over Watson. Projection for Tyreek Hill. He's my wide receiver too. Should be 20 or more points. Singletary or Chuba. I would play Singletary. Love the content. I love you too, man. How do I know who I should drop? Well, you wanna know how you know who you can drop? You can watch week 1. I would drop Hollywood, though, if I had to drop someone. Have PPR start Ridley or Brian Thomas Jr. I'm playing Ridley. Should I take a trade of Achane and Shakir from my Harrison Jr. and Wicks? Depends who you have on your bench. I'd rather have Achane and Shakir over Harrison and Wicks, though. Barry Sanders or LaDainian Thompson or Adrian Peterson can only start 2. I think Barry Sanders is probably the best running back of all time, and I think LT is better than Adrian Peterson, so I'd go Barry and LT. My team on another league with dumb coworkers: Josh Allen, Hill, MHA, Barkley, ETN, Kincaid, Kamara. I mean, I don't even have to read the whole thing off. That's absolutely absurd. Yeah, make sure you guys join the Discord. Spock's always in there. I was in there today. I posted that thread that I was talking about from Andy Holloway from the Fantasy Footballers, where you can actually watch the plays of Andrews from all 22. So make sure you guys watch that. If you are an Andrews owner and you're nervous about Andrews, you can watch that clip. It's in the Discord. Very, very good watch, in my opinion. Very good watch. It's very and what he said is very correct in my opinion. So hopefully that will help you guys not panic off of Andrews. Romeo Dobbs or Roma Dunze. I would play. Oh fuck. Now, I wish Dobbs wasn't playing tonight because it would make things 90 times easier. Why would it make it easier? Because if Keenan Allen's hurt severely, you'd want to play a Dunze. I'd probably just chance it with Dobbs tonight, though. Pickens, Reed, or White. I'd go White. Can't wait for week 11 when Murray has a bye week and starting my GOAT, Drizzy Drake May. Did you guys know that my stream yesterday said week 11 start sit? I didn't even realize that until today, and I was like, motherfucker. Why did I not even notice that I typed the date in or the week in twice? Hate to see it. Hate to see it. I don't think it actually mattered, but I just thought that was funny. And I doubt anyone noticed because no one said anything. Um, should I drop Mike Will over some high upside running backs like Brock Irving? Only 4 people on the bench. I'd probably try to hold Mike Williams if I'm being honest with you. Devontae Smith or DK? Uh, Devontae Smith. Should I start Dallas Goedert on the Eagles? I think Dallas Goedert's a fine start. I'm not excited about him, but he's fine. Christian Kirk or Jerome Ford? Arian, if you want a safe bet, play Ford. If you want more upside, go Kirk. I would personally go Kirk. Zamir White or Jaden Reed? Zamir White. With Higgins doubtful, my flex is open. Should I run Pollard, Eckler, possibly Andre? I'd probably just run. I'd pick up Andre. Yo, Nick, what's up? My third season watching you and use your starts advice. Thank you, Real Slick Rick. I appreciate you coming back. Hopefully, we can eat a W this season. W. If Jamar and T are out for the Bengals, should I start Stafford over Burrow? I'd still probably play Burrow. Burrow could be thrown to me, and I think he'd be a better start than Stafford. I worry about the matchup for Stafford personally against the Lions. I think the Lions defense is a little underrated. Now, did the Lions have the best defense in the NFL? No, but that's just kind of my opinion on things. I have DJ Moore on the flex, and I have Brian Thomas and Lab McConkey and Adonai Mitchell. Yeah, your team's fucking loaded, but you got it correct there. Start Josh Jacobs or ETN. I would play ETN because the Dolphins' defense against the run is straight up ass. As a Dolphins fan, I'll tell you right now, the Dolphins will not be able to stop the run. Maybe now they will because they switched defensive coordinators. But in my lifetime, the last time I could remember them being able to stop the run, I must have been like 3 years old when they were able to stop the run. They have been so bad against the run the last ever since I've been making YouTube videos, terrible against the run. Yeah, it's a real big Easter egg one, though. Do you think Andrews will reclaim tight end 1? Yes. Kyler Murray or Jordan Love? Vic, thank you for the super chat. Great question. Great question. I think that I would start Kyler Murray. I think Kyler Murray is a lot safer than Jordan Love because again, this game has the potential to be very low scoring. I think that Jordan Love, he's a really good player and all, and I think Jordan Love's going to end up having a good year. But Kyler Murray up against the Bills feels like a great matchup. The Bills defense ended up doing a bunch of changes defensively, so they might not end up looking how they did last year. The Bills are probably going to be up in that game, which leads to Kyler Murray throwing the ball more, which is better for your fantasy football team with Kyler Murray. I think Marvin Harrison is going to do a lot to add to this offense. And I think that Kyler Murray is going to have a very solid game with top 3 quarterback upside, maybe even the quarterback number 1. So I'm definitely going to go ahead and play Kyler over Jordan Love. Doesn't mean that Jordan Love's a bad start. He's still top 10 in my rankings, but I definitely would rather have Kyler Murray in my lineup personally. What types of elements can you be rather down on DK? I've never been all about him, but ended up with 2 startings of DK. The reason why I don't love DK Metcalf is just because I don't trust Geno Smith, and because I think the new offensive coordinator and the new coach really like JSN. That doesn't mean DK Metcalf's going to be bad, but I just don't really see DK Metcalf smashing this year. My commission drafted Alvin Kamara in the 7th round. I waited for quarterback in the late round. They traded someone for Mahomes that they drafted in the 2-3 turns where they took Lamar. Thoughts? My thought is that that's what happens in fantasy football. People make trades, and while the trade might not be fair right now, in a couple of weeks, if Alvin Kamara is a top 5 running back or top 12 running back, you're not looking at that as an unfair trade. I had what I thought was a bulletproof parlay, and that motherfucker Frog Mahomes didn't want to target Kelsey. That's hilarious, dude. I like DK this year. Yeah, I think DK is fine. Yo, remember when we did a 14-man PPR draft? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Man. Chuba, Moss, Dowdle, Pollard as my running back 2 behind CMC. I would play Chuba. Nah, I'd play Moss. What's up, team man? I appreciate you. I can't read off the last part of that sentence, but I do appreciate you. High praise to be called that as a white fella. Hey Nick, rate my team and anyone that takes that what I just said seriously. I hope you understand that was a joke. Hey Nick, rate my team. 12 team PPR, Kyler, Pacheco, Walker, AJ Brown, London, JSN, McBride, and BTJ, Pollard, and Josh Palmer. I like your team a lot. So that's probably an A to A minus team. Do you think Jamar Chase is still going to play? Yes. Yes, I do. 100%. I ended up getting Dak, Jacobs, Gibbs, Harrison, Neighbors, Deontay Johnson, Kittle. I love that. Debo, DK, Adams, Smith, JJ, or Garrett Wilson. Oh no. JJ, Adams, Smith, DK. Yeah, Rice is amazing. I don't know how Rice fell so far in a lot of drafts. I was really talking up Rice, and I guess the people that don't like watch fantasy football videos or look at Twitter or anything probably weren't the highest on Rice. Is it worth to drop Curtis Samuel for Likely or Yoshi? Yeah, I think it would be. Godwin, Singletary, and Ridley. Need to. I go Godwin and Ridley. Who's my wide receiver 1 and 2? Calvin Ridley, Tank Dell, Jacoby Myers, DJ Moore, Mike Williams. Okay, DJ Moore and Ridley. And your running back 1, 2, and flex should be Kyron Williams, Josh Jacobs, and Brees Hall. Respect. You got it, man. Jordan Addison or Cortland Sutton's son. Jordan Addison's hurt. I don't think he's fully healthy. I think he's going to play, but I don't think he's fully healthy. He got hurt just like 2 weeks ago, and it seemed like it was over. It was all over. And now he's good to go. He's good to play. But good to play and fully healthy are way different. A couple weeks of the season, no one's fully healthy. But in week number 1, not being fully healthy is obviously a huge negative. So I definitely rather just go with Cortland Sutton, who I think is the clear number 1 receiver on the Denver Broncos. So that's kind of my opinion on that. Luke Musgrave. Yeah, Cortland Sutton for sure. Only 8 teams, full PPR, 2 flex. You need 2 in your flex. Chris Olave and Smith at your flexes. You got Mostert, Montgomery, Javante, Stevenson, DJ Moore. All right, I would play DJ Moore over Olave personally, and then so that would be my advice. DJ Moore over Olave, and I wouldn't do anything yet. Do you think Henry is washed, or was it last night's game? What I'm going to tell you right now is that the Ravens don't have a good offensive line due to injuries. But I wouldn't panic after one bad game where the Ravens got bent over a table. Do we expect the Ravens to look like that against most teams? No, I expect the Ravens to be up late in games, running the ball with Lamar and with Derrick Henry. Now, was that the perfect best case scenario for him? No, no, it wasn't. That wasn't the best case scenario thing to happen, but I do think that Derrick Henry will be in a lot of better game scripts going forward. So personally, I'm not really worrying too much about Derrick Henry. I think Derrick Henry is still a good pick. I mean, again, week 1 is a big deceptor. Week 1 lies to you a ton. You think you know everything. You watch one game and you think you've got the case solved, cracked. You close the case, right? You think it's a closed case. It's not. It never is. Never is. I agree with that. Thoughts on Kelsey season long? Yeah, I'm not worrying. I think Kelsey is going to end up being the tight end one in fantasy football. I really do. I think that Kelsey is on, like we saw last night, the Chiefs offense is an absolute wagon. Just because Kelsey only had a couple of points doesn't mean that Kelsey's going to have a bad season. I know you said you're not panicking. I'm just being honest with you guys. Do not panic about that. He is still one of the best tight ends in the NFL, and he was getting open last night. He just wasn't really getting too many looks. He didn't look washed or anything. So I definitely think Kelsey should pick things up going forward. Why do I keep getting hurt by T? Because he just always gets hurt, I guess, or because his quarterback gets hurt. Yeah, it's definitely hard to panic. The thing with tight ends is tight ends as a whole are very unpredictable. There's only a couple of tight ends that every single week you can heavily rely on, and Kelsey's one of them. But everyone's going to have a down game, right? Everyone's going to have a game where things just don't go right. So I'm not worrying too much after one down performance. Now, we get to next week and it doesn't look great, then it's like, okay, maybe now it's time to partially panic. But right now, I'm not panicking after one down showing. Who the hell is Yoshi? His name is Andre Ioviasia is Yosi Voss. Everyone X out of the chat and smash that like button. That's a fact. Thank you, Caitlin. Hit that like button like it owes you money. It's free, and it is the best way to help me out. Besides, the only other way that's better than hitting the like button is by joining Underdog if you're not on there already. That is the best way to help me out, or by joining the Patreon. But again, if you don't got the money for that, that's okay. I don't judge. Just hit the like button. That's okay. That's the best way to help me. Because every time you guys hit the like button, every time you comment, it brings more people to my videos, which is awesome. And I do appreciate every single one of you guys and gals, of course. Shout out to Caitlin and the other women that watch my videos. Caleb Williams or Jared Goff. I'd go Caleb. Aston is hurt, the wide receiver team, the offense, but Sutton is the alpha. I agree. Dropping someone for Stafford to play over Dak. Who else is available, Glock guy? Caleb Williams or Love. Is Chase going to start? I think he will. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen week in and week out either. I agree with you. Thank you for answering. No problem. Jacobs or Kenneth Walker III? I would go Jacobs. Thoughts on Pittman Jr. Safe flex for week 1? Yes. So do not panic. Yes, I'm not panicking. Do not panic. Do not panic. Pretty hard to lose with Pittman in the flex. Yeah, he's very safe every single week due to the amount of volume he has. My biggest gripe with Pittman in the summer, if you guys watched my videos last year, I was all over Pittman. I was hyping up Pittman, and that ended up paying off dividends. Do I think that's going to pay off this season at his price, like in some leagues where he's like a second round pick? No. But if you got him in like the 4th round or something, there's really nothing wrong with that. He's a very talented player, and I expect him to succeed this season again. 14-team PPR. Any recommendations? Lamar, Breece Hall, Najee Harris, Nico Collins, Michael Pittman, McBride, Javante Williams, Palmer on the bench. I think you got it correct. You got your lineup correct. Pickens or Stevenson in the double flex. I would play Pickens and Stevenson if you had to play both. Oh, no, never mind. Just Dobbs, just one of these guys. I'm playing Pickens. 8-team league. What do you think? Lamar, Etienne, Rice, oh, not Rice, Rashad White, AJ Brown, Puka Nacua, DK Metcalf, Kincaid, Chan, Sanders, Bills, Tua, Zeke, Coleman, Flowers, Pickens, Combat, Elliott. I like your team a lot. Ray Rice, that like button. Wink, wink. Can you guys rate my team? Josh Allen, CMC, Chuba Hubbard, Cup, Debo, Kincaid, Godwin, Moody, Bengals, bench, Moss, Pollard, Curtis Samuel. Your bench is pretty solid. Your team's pretty solid. It's probably like a B plus. Tua, Barkley, White, Chase, Waddle, Kelsey, Moore, Smith. That's like an A minus. Uh, Baker, Gino also available. I'm playing Baker. No, dude, it's fine. I'm not gonna say it. You can say whatever the fuck you want in the chat. I don't care. I don't care. The chat doesn't. You can say whatever you want in the chat. Now, if you start saying some crazy shit, you're gonna get banned. But basically everything, you should be good to say. But what I will tell you is the chat will magically not let you send certain things. And I have every single thing open. So you should realistically be able to say anything, but I don't. 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. You should be able to say anything, but I don't think it actually works that way. I don't think YouTube actually lets you do that. Smith, Ayuk, or Waddle. Waddle. Am I crazy for wanting to start Daniels over Dak? No. Pick 2, Mostert, Reed, Ford, Dell. I would play Mostert and Ford. Love your vids. Thank you. I appreciate that. Start Smith or Moore. Goff or Murray. Nah, dude. Gino actually has a pretty good matchup this week. Dude in my league drafted a Richardson 55th overall and just dropped him for Baker. Yeah, that's fucking stupid. Who had the birth name Christopher George Latoro Wallace and was famous for a stage name? Oh, man. I'm so bad with questions like that. That's Biggie Smalls' real name was Christopher George Latroy Wallace. God damn it, I should have known that. I'm so bad with anything like that. Like anything about celebrities, artists, I just know nothing about their personal lives. Like the only person who you could be like, oh, who I know Drake's real name. That's about it. I think Noah Fant's a sleeper. I think he could be. I don't love him though. Higgins is going to be out for my flex. I would play Zamir White. JSN, Stevenson, Pickens or Dobbs. I would play Pickens. Devontae Smith or Godwin. I'd play Smith. How do you feel about Lamar, Gibbs, Aaron Jones, Marvin Harrison Jr., Tyreek, Njoku, Ayuk? I like your team a lot. Bad move or not? Playing Rice over Waddle, London, and Cup. I think that's fine. What's up, Nick? Just started watching Sopranos because of you. JSN or Ridley? I would go Ridley. I love The Sopranos. I absolutely love The Sopranos. It is my favorite TV show. Or second favorite. I like Entourage a lot as well. My favorite character in that show is Christopher. I love Christopher. Love me some Christopher. I have a Christopher Funko Pop in my room. Rate my team. Hurts, Nico, Rice, Bijan, Gibbs, Kincaid, Pittman, Bucker, Texans defense. That's at least a B minus. Dak or Fields? I would go Dak for sure. Would you marry Meadow Soprano if I didn't have a fiance? Yeah. Meadow. Meadow's also in Entourage. If you guys haven't seen Entourage, Entourage is funny as fuck. Good evening. Good evening to you as well. Would you start Godwin, Ridley, or Neighbors? I would play Neighbors personally. And you need 2. Thanks, Godspeed. I would go Neighbors and Godwin. London's ADP shot big the last few weeks. Think he's too high or right where he should be? I think he's fine where he was. Look, like, I know there's clear risk with London, right? There's clear, like, London, we've drafted London multiple times, and London's never paid off. But I think the upside is way too significant to be avoiding him. Completely, especially if you play multiple leagues. Reed or BTJ, Reed. Monty or Ford, Monty. Projected to lose now. Don't worry about the projections. Projections on any of those websites, dude, it doesn't mean anything. You had one guy with a down game. Your opponent could easily have a down game. Week 1, like these weeks, these early season games are normally more low scoring. Like you normally never really see as many players crazily pop off unless it's like the player you expect to, right? Like you already know Tyreek Hill is going to pop off, or like the obvious guys are going to pop off. But a lot of the time, like the mid range guys don't really go super crazy early on in the season, at least in my opinion. At least in my opinion. One more time. Got me feeling so free. Like and subscribe. That's a fact. Thanks. No problem. Let's see how London pans out this year. I'm optimistic. I'm as well. If Keenan Allen is still cleared morning of, will you still put Dobbs in? Well, you can't. You can't wait. So you just have to play Dobbs now. So it's either you play Dobbs or you wait. It's kind of the predicament you're in. So it's up to you. But I would probably just play Dobbs. I mean, I'm probably just playing Keenan Allen. I mean, just gonna chance it. Just gonna risk it for the biscuit. One more time. You got me feeling so free. Komet or Bowers? I would play Bowers. That's a cool hat. Thank you. T. Higgins out. JSN, Dobbs, or Gus Bus. I would play JSN. Almost game time. Later, everyone. See you later. See you later. What's up, Veronica? How we doing? What's up? What's up with it? What's up with it? Oh man. Ended up starting Rice. Love that. What are your thoughts on Likely? I had Andrews last year and thought Likely looked good. My thoughts on Likely is Likely's very good. Likely is going to end up being a very solid player. Once Andrew, if Andrews ever is gone, Likely's going to be like a top 3 tight end. But I think Andrews is still going to be fine. I think you're going to see more Likely than we used to. It's not going to be just straight up Mark Andrews fucking dominating the tight end room. I just think they're going to run a lot of 2 tight end sets. Like a lot of 2 tight end sets, not like they used to. Now they're going to be running them at a crazy amount because he Likely is the best receiver there, not named Andrews or Zay Flowers. Like Rashad Bateman stinks, which we already knew, but it just feels to me like we're gonna see a whole bunch of Likely going forward. But I still think like if you had to say, Nick, who's gonna score more points, Likely or Andrews, I think it's gonna be Andrews. Ended up starting Rice. That's great for you. JSN or Chuba? I would go Chuba. I took London in the 4th. Yeah, that's a good value. Fryermuth or Conklin? Fryermuth. Sup, Nick. Second flex, Christian Kirk, JSN, Ramondre. I would play Christian Kirk. That's funny. In my rookie draft, I took Xavier Worthy in the 10th. He's going to be the next Tyreek or more of a Deshaun Jackson. To me, probably more of a Deshaun Jackson. Now, again, one game, I wouldn't overreact in either direction. Like, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like, oh, he's the second coming of this guy. But I also think he's really talented. Josh Jacobs. Yeah, so he's clearly talented. It's just like, how many times does that work? Like, how many times you get 3 touches and you score 2 touchdowns? Not very likely, right? Christian Watson or Neighbors? I would go Neighbors. Chuba or Dobbs? Chuba. Neighbors or DJ Moore? DJ Moore. 100% Likely or Akonkuwu? I would go Likely. Blue Line, thank you very much for the super chat. Jerome Ford, F-150, Christian Watson, Javonte Williams, or Keon Coleman. I've got Ford as my running back, 24. Javonte running back, 25. And you have Keon Coleman, who's ranked outside my top 40 wide receivers. And Watson ranked inside my top 40 receivers. So the answer is going to be Jerome Ford. Jerome Ford, F-150. Because I got a F-1 trillion limousine. I would go Jerome Ford, 100%. 100%. Make sure you guys leave a like on the stream. I have no idea how many likes there are, but we should be having similar amount of likes as views because the like is free. So make sure you guys like the stream. It helps me out a ton. So yeah, definitely Jerome Ford. Richardson, Jonathan Taylor, Zamir White, CD, Godwin, Andrews, Ridley, starting feeling nice. That looks good. Jalen's predictions tonight in BR. He should at least be able to get 18 points. I think he runs one in. I think he throws one in. And Hopefully runs for a bunch of yards so that you end up with a good night. That's what I'm thinking. Did I not answer your question, Super Dog? The answer is Brian Robinson. Sorry for not answering it. Trying to answer as many questions as possible. Yeah, I mean, I think it's hard to sit Neighbors, if I'm being honest. Like, it would be very hard for me to sit Neighbors unless I had so many great receivers ahead of him. Is Hollywood droppable? I would probably keep him in a lot of scenarios, but I don't think he's not a guy I'm holding on to, like, having, like, some crazy grip on. Metcalf, Nakua, Jalen Reed, McConkey, Johnson, Palmer, pick 3, Veronica. I'm picking Nakua. I'm picking Metcalf, and I'm playing Deontay Johnson, in my opinion. Yep, I agree with you, Spock. Does mashing the button help out a ton? Yeah, it does. I say that every single time in the videos, which is why you said it, but it does actually really help. Liking and commenting helps boost the videos. That's why I say it. That's why I say it. And it's also cool seeing how many likes the video gets compared to dislikes. I wish YouTube still showed dislikes because while there are a bunch of negative, like there are negative comments on the videos, you guys like the videos. It's at like 98% likes to 2% dislikes. And it's just funny because like I would think there would be more dislikes. To be honest, I think more people would just get angry and dislike, get real mad with it. Palmer, Dobbins, Hopkins, Singletary. I'm playing Palmer and Singletary. If Hopkins plays, it's Singletary and Hopkins. Ford or Godwin. Godwin. I say money switching to Geico. Now, what OnlyFans model should I subscribe to? I don't know. I'm not subscribed to anyone on OnlyFans. Not sure. That's a good question, though. Maybe someone in chat knows. Hopefully, the players don't get distracted by all that ass down there. That's facts. Might get distracted by the BBLs down there. I'm only commenting this time to boost the algorithm. Thank you. Jerome Ford or Godwin? I would play Godwin. I would play Godwin. I sat Worthy for Shakir, but I'm okay with it. Yeah, I'm okay with that too. I mean, look, again, Worthy was kind of like a hit or miss play, just like Shakir is. But we've seen Shakir play before, and we saw his targets increase towards the end of last season. So I'm fine with Shakir over Xavier Worthy. Next week, though, you probably start Xavier Worthy. I'll come back after I lose and smash that dislike button. Make sure you do that. Because I actually think disliking the video, crazy enough, also has an impact on the video. And sometimes if you get so many dislikes, that also boosts the video because YouTube wants people to watch shit that people dislike because for some reason that actually is true. I don't know why that's true. Maybe because people hate watch things or people want to come to something that's so bad. I don't know. But that is the case. More people would dislike, I think so too. And YouTube likes controversy. I agree with that. That's probably why. Randall asking the real questions. He is. What is it like being famous? I'm not famous. I am not famous. My opinion, Daniel, why do I like Godwin over Ford? I think that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to get Godwin a lot of very, 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 very easy targets. I love Ford, but I just think Godwin is significantly safer. Godwin is going up against a defense that I don't really view as that scary. Ford is going up against a defense that I do think is scary. So that's kind of my opinion. Again, I do like Ford a ton. I just view Godwin as a little bit safer, and I think Godwin also probably has a little bit more upside. It's a very close question, though, because I do like both players. So that's my opinion. How often do I get recognized in a day? I never get recognized, guys. Never. I'm not famous. I'm not a famous person. I've gotten recognized once. 3 people noticed me at the mall by my house, and I shook their hands. It was awesome to meet them. It was awesome to meet people that watch my videos, like, in real life. I thought that was crazy. I even got noticed. But I never get noticed, literally ever. I go to football games every once in a while, never been noticed. Never. Spock. Oh, no, I'll ban this guy. I got him. Get fucking banned. Spock might have already banned them. I don't know. But it's going crazy when you're doing good when the bots show up. But they should have been. I think I banned them, or maybe Spock did. I don't know. You hate watch The Ring. I've never seen The Rings of Power. I don't even know what that is. I'm unsure. Brian Thomas or Keenan Allen? Keenan Allen. Half PPR, Lamar scored 36 last night. My opponent has Richardson. Do you like Richardson? I do like Richardson. But you should be good. Lamar should outscore Richardson. I mean, he lives in New Jersey. What do you mean by I live in New Jersey? The fuck does that have to do with anything? Caitlin, what the hell? Is that a shot at New Jersey? Is that a punch at New Jersey? What the hell? I don't appreciate that. Brian Thomas or Keenan Allen? I would play Keenan Allen. Yeah, there's gonna be bots all the time, just so you guys know. Especially on Sunday, the bots come in in brigades. It's bot central station on Sunday. You guys will see. If you make sure you join the stream on Sunday. I love streaming. Streaming is the most fun thing that I do. Like I like making the videos and everything, but I love streaming. Also takes the least amount of effort for me because again, I just answer your guys' questions. There's no, oh, you got to make 8,000 graphics. You got to do this. You got to do that. There's none of that involved. It's just straight up talking. Can I have your autograph? If you ever meet me, I'll sign you. I'll sign your tits for you, Daniel. It's a joke, of course. I'll sign you. I remember that story from last year. Lol, Jesus, yeah, it was crazy that I did meet people. I forgot what their names were. I have a really bad memory. Just so you know, basically every single part of my memory has something to do with football. It's basically the only thing I can remember is anything regarding football. That's about it. It's like that episode of SpongeBob where he throws out everything except for fine dining. Thank you, Dab God, for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Thank you for the sticker. I'm gonna pull up YouTube on my phone so I can see the sticker. Need to see the sticker. Need to see it. Let me see. Let me find said sticker. Thank you guys for watching the stream, by the way. We're going to be streaming all the way up until the game starts, and then I'm going to go to my friend's house to watch the game. The sticker is... Oh, that's a fire sticker. I won't lie. It's the pair lifting the weights. That's fire. That is fire. Bot in the chat. Hey, yo. Do I play Fortnite? I used to. Not anymore. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't play video games during the football season because, like I said, I do this, and I also have I have a real job, too. So basically, any free time I have is spent doing this. I play Madden though. Did you get married yet? No, I get married in April. Coming up soon though. We didn't get married. I picked kind of the day of the wedding, so it wasn't during the football season because to be honest with you, could have easily got married during the football season. But I do genuinely actually like making the content, so I'd feel bad missing like 2 weeks, right? Because you gotta get the wedding and then the after wedding thing. What's that called? The something. Fuck, I'm so stupid. What is that called? The getaway? Not the getaway. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Autograph got me Tyler Lockett on the bench. What do I do with him? Oh, auto pick. I would cut Tyler Lockett. Speaking of Thomas, where's Michael Thomas? Getting slants in the CFL. Thank you, Step Bro. No problem. Go Pack Go, even though I say Saquon 2 leagues. Go Packers. I would make my year, it would make my year 50 plus people showed up to listen to me talk about football. No, it's true. Just so you know, I'm not I don't need to be famous. I love doing this. I love it. Oh, okay, that makes sense, Caitlin. New Jersey stand out. That's a fact. Josh Power, Jameson Williams, or Christian Watson, a Bengals slot receiver. I'd probably play the Bengals slot receiver. Jameson Williams or Zach Moss. Zach Moss. Thank you, Step Bro. I love the Jersey Shore. So do I. Can you give me your Peacock login? Dude, I don't even have a Peacock login. I'm going to my friend's house to watch the game. I don't fucking pay for Peacock. After my Miami Dolphins got fisted on live television where I had to pay $6 for Peacock, I'm never buying that shit again. A bunch of my friends have it. I'll just go hang out at their house and watch the game. Unless the Dolphins are in the playoffs, because I'm not going to someone's house to watch the Dolphins in the playoffs. I'll pay it again. I'll pay it again. It's like a superpower. Murray or Herbert? I would play Murray. Who are your favorite players you drafted? Marvin Harrison, I got in like every league. James Cook, Rashi Rice, Rico Dowdle, and I got Kelsey in the league, and I love Kelsey. No problem. Jaden Reed or Christian Watson, I would play Jaden Reed. So I keep burping again. It's honeymoon. I'm so stupid. It's from that fucking drink I drank. The drink I drank. No. No. Keep J.K. Dobbins. Any prop bets? Yeah. Jacobs over 2.5 catches. Honeymoon. That's what it was. Football season wedding. That's a fact. My favorite player to draft was Connor in the 8th or later. Respect. Thank you again, Dab God. I really appreciate you. I got him twice there. That's good. CeeDee Lamb or Devontae Smith? I would play Lamb. Starting Hurts and A.J. Brown. I hope Green Bay wins 55-54. Lawrence or Purdy? I agree with Dab King. Definitely Lamb. Lawrence or Purdy? I would go Lawrence. I got A.J. Brown tonight also. Good luck. Good luck. Murray or Burrow? Murray. Noah Brown signed on the Commanders. I like Noah Brown. I think he's a talented player. Amari Cooper or Montgomery? I would play Montgomery. Play James Conner on DK. On DK, the way I play is what I do basically is I'm kind of all in on like I either get a really expensive running back or just play 2 cheap running backs. I don't know what James Conner is priced at this week, and that would change my opinion. So let me go check. James Conner. James Conner is 6,200. I mean, dude, if Rashad White is 6,300 and Kenneth Walker is 6,100, I'm never once going to have Conner. I would rather play Kenneth Walker and Rashad White over him. Love or Goff? Love. Luke McCaffrey on the Commanders. I like Luke McCaffrey. Is the game not NBC? No. If you live in the US, it's not on NBC. If you live in Canada, I think it is. Nick, from 1 to 10, how would you rate Las Vegas as a bachelor party destination? Does the rate vary depending on the season you go in? So I've only been to Vegas once, and it was for my bachelor party. Vegas is awesome. It is so hot though. We went in June. If you go in June, July, or August, just prepare to be sweating permanently. Prepare to be dehydrated as it gets. I was chugging water. I was chugging alcohol. I was chugging everything. Smoking crack. That's a joke. I don't smoke crack, but I was doing everything possible. And let me tell you, it was so hot. It was amazing though. I would give it a 10 out of 10. It was literally amazing. I love gambling though. As you guys know, I'm big into gambling. Uh, it's so cool, so fun, but it's very hot, and I would recommend not going in the summer. But even if you have to go in the summer, it was amazing. Jeffrey, thank you, my man. I really appreciate you. Hey, man, welcome back. Donnie Mitchell or Christian Watson? My opinion on this is I would go Christian Watson because of the touchdown upside. Both of these guys are very low floor plays because I think Joshua Downs is going to play, and Joshua Downs is going to be the number 2. Mitchell's going to be the number 3. I think Christian Watson should be the number 2 receiver on the Packers. These are both guys that you basically need a touchdown for in order to score. I mean, in order to have a solid fantasy day. So I'm just going to go with the guy that I believe has the more likely chance of scoring, and that would be Christian Watson. I like Adonai Mitchell a ton. I think he's very talented. I liked his tape in college, and I do think that he will play a role on this team as the season goes along. But I just think in terms of week 1, who's more likely to score, it would be Watson. So that's why I'm going to go with Christian Watson. They're both very, very risque. And the game starts at 8:15, so I'm going to be heading out of here at exactly 8:15 because I do have to go drive to where the my friend's house is. My friend doesn't live too far away from me, so it's not like I'm taking a trek on the what was that called? Look, where they used to take like on the wagon and the people died and there was like a video game about it. Oh man, I'm so stupid. I can't remember certain things like that. Like it would be such a good reference, but now that I have to ask you guys, it's stupid because like, oh Nick, you should have known it's the something trail. Blank trail game. There's a video game. Oregon Trail. Nick, it's the Oregon Trail, you fucking dumbass. It's the Oregon Trail. Yeah, I'm going Christian Watson. I want to sign Browns Amari Cooper jersey. That's fire, Caitlin. Personally, you can do whatever you want with it. I assume since it's framed, it's going to be gigantic. Um, I don't own any signed jerseys, but I thought they always made the signed jerseys be like humongous. But if you want to wear it, you can wear it. I mean, especially since you want it. Like if you bought it, maybe you'd want to frame it. But if you want it, you can go ahead and rock that. Who don't matter. Vegas truly is the middle of the desert. It's sick. When you fly in there, it looks so cool. L Peacock, agree. Thoughts, unless they want to pay me. Thoughts on Jaleel McLaughlin. Should I pick him up? Yeah, I would. I would. Hope Jaden Reed and Romeo Dobbs and Josh Jacobs get everything tonight. I hope so. Hope everyone succeeds for you guys tonight. Christian Watson or Pickens? Pickens. Christian Watson, Amari Cooper, or Stevenson, Amari Cooper. Actual question now. One league, I have McBride, MH, and Kyler. Too many cards. All 3 fell into my lap. Yeah, I would not. I'd be fine with that. Nick don't smoke rock anymore. Exactly. Christian Watson or Pickens? Pickens for sure. Ford or Javante? I would play Ford. The Oregon Trail. Look at this. Everyone's over here like, Nick, you idiot. It's the Oregon Trail. Um, Cheers, Nick. Football time. Let's go. Thank you. Thank you. Good luck. Have fun. Christian Watson injury prone. Yeah, but he could still play one game. The Donner Party? Don't you mean the Diddy Party? The Diddy Party? Or is the Donner Party something different? I don't even know how my dad would know what the Diddy Party is. Ever been in Hawaii? No. I've only ever been on the East Coast of the United States and then Las Vegas. Deontay Johnson, Curtis Samuel, Brian Thomas, Deontay Johnson. I was gifted a signed PS2 jersey. I'm a Patriots fan. Sits in my closet in the frame. That's kind of fire, though. Connor or Cooper? I would play Connor. Jaden Riley Reed or Zamir White? I would play Zamir White. Good luck to everyone. Good luck. Bear down. Dude. What's up? What's up, Brady? How we doing? Did you draft Jordan Mason in case Christian McCaffrey is 100%? I didn't get him in any league, but that doesn't mean he's a bad pick. Ford or Mostert? Mostert. A lot of Packers fans there are in Brazil. That makes sense. The Dahmer Party. Rolling with Jordan Love. Let's see how he goes. I think he should have a good game. Should have a decent game. Checking through all my lineups. I think I got them all in correctly. I think we got everything in correctly. Hopefully I didn't just bench someone on accident. That's what would happen. That's what would happen to me. Just playing the wrong guy. The Donner Party was a group of American prisoners who became stranded in Sierra Nevada mountains during the winter. The fuck? How does my dad know that? Rolling with Jordan Love. Thoughts on the Titans? I think the Titans are going to be better than people think, but not good enough to make the playoffs. Should I be worried about Mark Andrews? No. And Patrick Surtain Jr. is PS2, I think. Should I be worried about Mark Andrews? No. I would not be. I would not be worried at all about Mark Andrews. I think Mark Andrews is going to have a big game. A huge game, I might add. The bigliest of games. The greatest game. Let me tell you. Wish I could do a better Trump voice impression. Trump's got a great like the way he talks is just so funny. His voice. It's gonna be huge. I wish I could do it. Yeah, smash that button. Smash that like button. Brazil is on the house. Have a good night, Nick. Love the content. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, definitely got to go with Abella. Hopefully Chase gets the nod this week. Yeah, I think he should. I think Chase should be good. I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't play him. Right? Like, why would he not get to play? I think he will. I think he will. All right. Yeah, I don't do a good Trump impression. Never eat your own kind. That's true. Much love, brother. Thank you. No problem. Keon Coleman, Deontay Johnson, or Brian Thomas. I would play Deontay Johnson. Trying to get Likely off the waiver than some. That makes sense. Yep. Make sure you guys join the Discord. Special teams, special players, special plays. Oh, it's special teams, special plays, special players. What's up, brother? Hope you guys have a good one. Gotta go drive to my friend's house to watch the game. If you guys are new to Underdog Fantasy, they had something tonight, but they have a free pick every day for new customers. If you're new to Underdog Fantasy and use promo code Notorious, you receive a first match bonus of up to $1,000 on Underdog Fantasy, and you receive a free pick like Jalen Hurts higher than half of a total yard. Link in the video description or promo code Notorious. Check them out. They're great on over there. Good luck to everyone tonight. We're going to feast. I got Josh Allen, H-Hand, Cook, and White. I love that. Everyone, eat. Let's eat a W. Love you too, Tyron. Hope you guys have a great one. Tomorrow, there will be a video. Quarterback, tight end rankings. Sunday, live stream. And then the exact repeat of what happened this week, except for no Friday stream because there's going to be no game on Friday. So Thursday, Sunday stream every single week. I appreciate you. Appreciate you too. Shout out to Harambe. Rest in peace. I love you guys. Have a great one. And I'll see you guys very, very, very shortly. See you later, Joshua. Have a great one. Peace out. Peace out, Girl Scout.